Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Fangirls Only. I'm your host, Vanessa Fermo, and today we are here with After Dark. So, how are you doing today?
Oh, what's up? Stoked to be here. Thanks for having me.
So, would you like to introduce yourself to anyone who has or hasn't heard of you yet?
Yeah, it's a brand new project. I'm After Dark. My real name is Parker. I just put out my very first EP, so I'm stoked to be asked to be on the podcast today.
All right. So, as you just said, your debut EP, Ties, just released last week. So, how do you feel now that this new project is out for the world to hear after you worked on it for, I bet you would say, so long?
Yeah, I worked on it for a bit. It's pretty amazing to have it out. I've never really even sang on records. Like I've never had my voice be the vocal on lead on records and everything. So that feels pretty new and something exciting. A lot of my peers that also make music, just they're so supportive. So that's really cool. I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, some of these songs have been around for like a year. Other others have been around since June. But they all felt like kind of one world, and I'm just really excited that they're out and they're not just dying on my hard drive anymore.
So, is there any songs on this project that were your favorite to like write or produce or anything?
Um, yeah, there's a couple. That funny enough, the two I did with other people. So I had Lightning in a Bottle. I had my friend who I think you know, Alex Coles.
But
He helped me write it, and then there's a song called Void that I wrote with my buddy Michael McKeach. And Void was like Michael just kind of like let me do my thing. He was very much like, "Oh, Parker's in a mode, so like let me just work on the song on the track." And then I was kind of just like spitting lyrics at him, and he was like, "Yep, uh-huh, cool," you know. So that was fun. And then Alex and I did Lightning in a Bottle. We got back. I think we had been out like seeing some friends or something, and we got back to my house at like 10 o'clock, and I had the chorus written 10 p.m. and I had the chorus written, and I was kind of like, we should rip this right now. And he was like, okay, I'm down. So we just had the chorus written. We started. He played the like pulsing set, like doom, 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 doom. That's all guitar that Alex played. And then we had the final vocal, the rest of the song written. Like it sounds 90% of the way it does now. It was done in 3 hours. Um, so that was really fun. That was really fast and really fun. And we were just, getting excited and spouting lyrics to each other and everything. So that was a blast too.
really. So, was there any like certain emotion or like feeling that inspired you to make this EP?
Um, Honestly, funny enough, I feel like it was the wide range of emotions that I was sort of living through that inspired it. I've just had sort of a crazy year, just like in my personal life and professionally has been great. I started to, like have songs that were from these moments that I was living, whether I was excited, whether I was going through it, whatever it may be, and it just felt like the right time to, put my stamp as an artist out and sort of like, have a voice and have something to say.
Yes. So, what would you say the hardest part of like making this whole project alone was? Well, I wouldn't say alone, but you were like the main
Well,
person working on it.
it was mostly alone. I would say the hardest part is like it's really hard to get reassurance from all because like I view making a project, especially and any song, as like a series of decisions, right? You just have to, how fast are we going to go, how high am I going to sing it, what are the drums going to sound, there's just all these decisions. And it's just really hard when you're by yourself to like to get reassurance and be like, oh, this is right, or are you because there's nobody going, I feel that way too, it's just you.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like be a self editor and like try to view your project through different lenses. And of course I love to send my music to my friends, especially the ones I value their opinion, and go, what do you think of this, and so um, yeah, it's hard to just not spin your wheels and second guess everything. um, so it's really just an accomplishment in that sense that it's even out in the world.
It's a one-man job.
Right, right. I mean, I had to mix and master and do all the post production and everything. So um, that let me wear different hats in different phases of it, and like
It's turned
well,
into
if I'm a
different
mix
people.
engineer, what's that?
He's turned into different people all the way
Yeah,
through.
exactly.
Turned
It's like, well, I'm the
producer,
mix engineer
writer,
today.
singer,
Yeah.
master.
I'm the mix engineer today, and if the producer sent me this, I would be mad at him. So let me go back and change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So the name After Dark is honestly really cool and unique,
Thank you.
and love the way you wrote the so like no vowels in it.
Yes,
Like when I was like
yes.
figuring out, it's like After Dark, After Dark. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So were there any other names that you were planning on using before you went to After Dark?
Um, well, I used to have a project that went by a different name, like when I was like 18, and it was not popular music. It was not singing. It was very weird. So I considered reviving that, but this just felt so new and fresh, and the fact that it's actually my voice that I just was thinking about it. And yeah, After Dark was really the only name I was like, ooh, that could be cool. And I sat on it for a while, but I didn't necessarily have other names that I was like, oh, what about this or what about that?
So the last time I interviewed you like a few years ago, you're part of a duo group.
Yeah.
So I guess what inspired you to go solo?
Well,
Don't spill any drama.
oh no no no, there is no drama.
Okay, good.
Truly. No 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 no. Knox Holloway, I love. I'll forever love Knox Holloway. Bryce, my duo partner, I love that guy forever.
Yeah, I was
We
worried there
did.
was gonna be some
No
drama.
no no. There's
Thank God.
truly no drama at all. We're
Thank
still
God.
boys. Yeah no. But we just kind of like got to a point creatively where I think we were just ready to like explore some new options. And he started his solo project before I started the After Dark project, and I was producing and writing a lot for other artists. And so the After Dark project was sort of born out of like just exploring other projects entirely. You know what I mean? So it wasn't, there was no like like Bryce honestly inspired me. I was like, oh, he's doing his solo project, like he's doing it all himself. So I know that's an option. It's pretty cool. And I was like, well, I could do that too, sort of in between these other projects I'm working on. I've been lucky to be busy as a producer this year on other projects too. So After Dark was sort of like the name sort of comes from like being like working after hours, like I
Ooh.
was just telling about Lightning in a Bottle. Alex and I wrote it from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Oh my.
That's part of where the name comes from. So it was kind of just like I started to collect these songs in my spare time that I really cared about, and I was like, man, they need to come out. They feel like a thing. So,
Yes. So where do you see yourself in After Dark going in the next 5 years?
ooh, I would really love to. I don't know, cause like like I was mentioning, I have my hand in a few different projects musically. So this one, I'm kind of truly still figuring it out. Like, do I want it to be my main focus? Do I want it to be kind of a fun, like, oh, he's a producer, but this is what his solo stuff sounds like? Um, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I might, if I catch the bug, I might play some shows and post 5 times a day and truly live the artist life. Um, and if I'm lucky enough to be working on other projects, this might stay like every 6 months he puts a few songs out. You know what I mean?
Well, if you do a show, you gotta do one in Toronto.
I know. I would love to come back to Toronto. We played it like 3 years ago, and
Yeah.
it was a blast. It was a great time.
So how have your fans reacted to this new era of yours so far?
Honestly, the love has been amazing. There I see support online. A few of the Alex Cole's fans have come over that I'm really grateful for them, and they love it. They didn't know that a lot of people they didn't know I could sing at all.
Yeah.
Just because it was like I was saying, I've never sang on songs that are out at all. So that's been cool to be like, oh, I didn't know, like, your voice is cool, your melodies are great. I'm really grateful for all that support, and I think it's just kind of like the reaction is really meant. I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's people that make music, whether it's new people that have found me online that are just like so nice, and you know how the internet is, they have no reason to be that nice other than they just love the music and they think what I'm doing is cool. So it truly has been like, I'm so grateful for it. It's been humbling to like just see the love of the last like couple months putting singles out and now the record's out. Everyone has a favorite song. Like, it feels really good.
Right. So what phase would you say that you are right now as an artist?
Truly square one. Truly square one.
Yeah.
I haven't played any shows. This is my first EP. I feel lucky that I've made a lot of records just for other people and the Knox Holloway project, so I feel experienced in the studio. But as far as like consistent content, consistent branding, what would a show look like, all of those things, I feel like truly, I don't know what that is for After Dark yet. You know what I mean? So it's kind of exciting to like have some unknown and figure it out as I go.
Yeah, it just happens.
Right,
Life would
right.
just happen. All right. So, what would be your dream collab or a feature song?
Ooh, if I were gonna like dream collab, feature any artist, I think I would say the Kid Leroy.
Oh, as a call.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan, and his melodies and his energy, everything's always so amazing.
All right. So, last question. So, for anyone who has not listened to this project yet, which song should they start with listening to first?
Um, Nuisance is the first. It was the first single. It's been around the longest of the songs. It really, when I made Nuisance, it was really the song that it was like, I kind of like, this is gonna sound crazy. I kind of like blacked out when I was finishing it. Like I had like 3 hours where I was just like, oh, we have to do this, and now and I'm gonna sing this, and I'm gonna da da da, and then I kind of remember like zooming out and being going, whoa, that just listening back to the song and feeling like this probably should come out eventually. The world probably needs to hear this. This feels like me, like all of those things. So I would say Nuisance, first song on the EP, first track list.
It's a good song.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much,
Got
Vanessa.
it.
Thanks to the Fangirls Only Pod. Y'all are great.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.